Hey, it's Coach Pryor here at the Pryor Baseball Farm. I want to take a minute to talk to you a little bit about our hitting program. One of the best ways to get started with us is obviously do your introductory lesson, regardless of what you're wanting to work on. Get in for your introductory lesson. That's kind of a first step. It's a discounted lesson at $30. We're going to put you on video regardless of what you're working on, so we can get you on film, show you what your disconnects are, and then we're going to show you some connection drills so that you can have some homework that you can take away from that introductory lesson, so you have something to work on immediately. As soon as you step on the farm and you leave here, you've got work to do as you leave. But with our hitting program, it's very important that once we learn your disconnects, obviously we want you to see that picture. A picture paints 1,000 words. And we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about your set position, your separation, and your swing. Without getting into it, but we're going to look at your setup. We're going to look at, how do you trigger? What is your body movement when the ball starts to come at you? And then we're going to look at your actual swing at contact and as you get through the ball and you finish. So we're going to look at three things: set, separate, and swing. And we're going to keep it really simple. Now, there's a lot of things that go into those three S's, but it is fairly simple, but not always easy, as we all know. The game is quite complicated. We're going to work on all of your mechanics. We have a lot of unique training aids. We have unique training drills. We think outside the box because we really are talking about motor learning and movement. So we got to get the body moving in a certain way. We need the body to be able to respond to those movements, and so that you can replicate those movements on a regular basis as you go to a ball coming at you or a ball being thrown at you. So a lot of breakdown, especially at the younger levels. We're going to play a lot of games. We're going to get a lot of reps in. So that they're moving and having fun. The big thing with youth is that they want to have fun and they need to develop at the same time. So you got to kind of sandwich that in a way that it's still fun, because working off a tee can be boring. It can be, you got to have a certain discipline and focus to be able to work on the things that you need to work on a tee. You can't spend your whole lesson on a batting tee or just doing front toss. And the other thing is that we see a lot of kids that, we see guys sitting on buckets and throwing balls and all the rest of it, and the kid has a lot of disconnects, and you really do need to break it down. You've got to have some kind of a sequencing of drills and progressions that are aged appropriately at all levels, whether it's youth, getting into high school or even college. You've got to have age-appropriate drills for them to work on all the different complexities of the swing. So mechanics are going to be a big part. Drilling and learning about their swing and getting a good swing path is kind of the first step. And then as we start to progress into a good swing path, then we start what I call hitting balls for effect. We're hitting balls, if it's inside, if it's outside, if it's down the middle, or if we're working on a changeup, or reading the pitch and a curveball, slider, left-handed, right-handed. We start getting into all these different things, understanding about our strike zone, understand about our hitting zone. What does a hitting zone mean? What are some of the adjustments that we can make in the box? There's a number of adjustments that we can make in the box so that we can be effective on the day, from gathering the data from our previous at-bats or our teammates' at-bats, so that we can have success. Ultimately, your goal as a hitter is to get on base, and there's a number of ways that you can do that, not just getting a hit. There's a number of ways by being disciplined and focused at the plate that you can get on base, and ultimately that's your job, is to get on base as a hitter so that you can obviously help your team score runs and win ball games and compete accordingly. We have all the machines here at the farm. We have every machine for every level to be able to get live swings, hitting baseballs, and then we have machines for higher level machines that will throw 95 plus. They'll throw right-handed, left-handed, curveballs, sliders. We can mix in pitch sequences just like a pitcher's throwing at you. They'll throw a fastball, then might throw a fastball out of the zone. You'll need to obviously check down. Maybe you foul it off. Maybe come back with a curveball, backdoor slider, whatever. The machine will be able to sequence so you can get some practice, obviously pitch recognizing pitches, and also working on checking down properly to be in a good position to be able to hit a ball or not. So everything's here. We also have some strength and conditioning equipment, so we'll do things with medicine balls, water bags, and we'll do some body movements to get some strength training, but also get familiar with staying balanced and understanding the value of being balanced throughout your swing for being an effective hitter. So with our hitting, we have, again, just to reiterate, we're going to be working mechanics and then putting you in different training zones with different training aids, different types of drill sequencing, and hitting live here at the farm so that you can become a better hitter and start crushing the ball on a daily basis. We look forward to seeing you here. Again, I'm Coach Pryor. Dream big, train hard.